Good evening. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for February 24th through March 8th. This is what we're expecting the pattern to look like. We still have a strong ridge here near the Aleutians, trough here, ridge here, but this will transition as this ridge lifts into the Arctic region. This trough will be oriented from the Hudson Bay region into the southwest, and we'll have a ridge moving into a trough moving in parts of the east, and we'll look at that right now. We're going to go to the end of the period. You see the flow. We still have a ridge here. And during this period, we're expecting a significant storm that will be occurring Saturday into Sunday. So we're going to look here Friday. This is the experimental GFS. And here's that deep storm here. It's supposed to get really wound up to a really significant storm as it tracks northeastward into Canada. And we'll have some ice mixing here. Rain to the south. Now this is Saturday, then we go into Sunday, or this would be Saturday 4 p.m. And then we go into 10 p.m. Sunday, 1 a.m. Sunday, and you can see it starts spreading rain into the Mid-Atlantic, so there'll be more rain, and also more rain into areas of the Tennessee Valley, lower Mississippi Valley. Heavy snow, and you can see these isobars are close together, so that means wind, and we'll have strong gusty winds possibly creating blizzard conditions. Okay, take a look here at the flood areas. Now you can see here, this means this red means moderate flooding. Let's see if we can have major flooding towards this purple color. Let's see if we can get to that. Find one. Oh, right here. Major flooding. So there is still flooding here. And taking a look at the radar, it's still showing heavy rain and storms occurring across the Tennessee Valley. Okay, so getting back to the models. That's the new GFS, and we'll look at the operational GFS. Still, they're all forecasting a very strong storm here, and you can see here how one gets wound up, and here it says 996 millibar. So here it's lower. This is the 540 line. You can see there's heavy snow here. Winds have started to pick up. Icing here. Rain. Storms still rain here. And then we go to 1 a.m. Sunday, and you can see here's a storm, 988 millibar. I think it might go down even to the 70s, 970 something millibars. And you can still see we have rain here, snow, and gusty winds for this region. And then we look at the European. It's similar in strength. Now it drops down to 980 millibars and 970. See, this is what the European is showing. That's what I thought it would be in the 970s. Still bringing rain here into Sunday, then this rain lifts out, and then some cooler air moves in. Notice with a 540 line here, so this will be all snow here. Very strong winds occurring across this region. We're still expecting unsettled weather conditions here in the west, that the trough de-amplifies next week, but we'll still have energy that undercuts the blocking here to the north, and this will bring unsettled weather from the north for the northwest into the northern and center and the mountain west. We're going to look now at the period for February 27th to March 3rd, or 27th. And the pattern transitions from a trough ridge configuration to a highly amplified ridge that is forecast over Alaska that will go into the Arctic region, and we'll have a trough here from Hudson Bay into parts of the west, and we have a subtropical ridge over the Caribbean. You can see it here. This is what we're expecting. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures for much of this area here, and forecast anomalies of 8 to 12 degrees below normal, near normal elsewhere. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. And for this region, probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%, and then below normal precipitation for the southern plains, probability of occurrence is 35%. As we work into towards March 4th to the 8th, the ridge remains over the Arctic region and Alaska, and we'll have a progression of the anomalous trough over the east central states. So we're going to go here. You can see here's trough starting to encompass here. We have a ridge. Models a pretty good agreement on this. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures from the Four Corners region to the Pacific coast, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees above normal, and then below normal temperatures forecast for much of the remainder of the nation. I think these anomalies might be, I'll be surprised if this comes true. These might be a little high, negative 30, negative 24. I'm going to be very conservative on this, and I'm going to say 6 to 12 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for the West Coast states. And for this region, probability of occurrence is 45%. And then we have below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for February 24th through March 8th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.